Hi Leo, it's CJ. Thanks for joining me here today. We are going to do your September general reading, so this can apply to your sun, your moon, your rising, or your Venus, or anywhere that you have placements in Leo in your chart. So with that, we'll just get started. I just want to take a couple of seconds to say I've been having major technical problems. My computer and laptop and my phone all went on the fritz over the last couple of weeks, so I haven't been able to actually record any readings. So I'm using an old phone, so I know that the sound and the quality of the picture is probably not going to be that great, but you know, there's messages that have to come out. So with that, let's get started and see what is awaiting you for the month of September 2021. We're going to just start off by pulling a major arcana, see what kind of energy is around you that you possibly can work with or that is supporting you for the month of September. I hope you're doing well. I really do appreciate you being here. All right, angels and guides, loved ones, ancestors, and the divine, please offer me guidance in this reading for our beautiful Leos for the month of September 2021. What major arcana card is supporting them? Thank you so much. I'm so grateful. Please show me clearly. One card, please. It's amazing. It's not even Mercury retrograde yet, Leo, and crap, like everything just blew up. So I'm not sure what's going to be awaiting me. Thank you so much. When Mercury retrograde starts, ooh, gorgeous. The Empress. Beautiful energy, beautiful, beautiful energy for you. Thank you so much. All right, so let's just talk about the Empress here for a moment. This is a really great energy to have with you as you move through September. So the Empress is such a strong, nurturing energy, safety. She's also bold. Doesn't matter sex, this is just the energy, male or female. There's the possibility of birthing something brand new, perhaps birthing a new life into this world, but it is one of just, it's just a glorious energy. It is a very powerful energy, and it is one that you can use to really amplify the direction you want to go in. This is the possibility of bringing something that you've been working really hard at to its fruition. It's just beautiful. I hope you can see the gorgeous colors on this card. It just feels very rich. Safety, security, unknowing, powerful. Okay, so that's the energy that you can be working with, Leo, for this month that is around you. So let's see. Let's just get into this. And let's start pulling some cards from the Fountain deck. Thank you so much, angels and guides, loved ones, ancestors, and the divine. What messages do we have for Leo? Oh, the cards just felt really kind of hectic there. So let's see. Please show me clearly. What messages do we have for Leo? What's going on with our Leo lions? Could also feel, it feels also to me, and the energy they're giving me is almost like there's a possibility of some kind of new start here for you. We'll see what comes out. Okay, it's quite a stack. Let's see what's here. We got the Fool. Beautiful. What did I just say? A new beginning. And the Fool pops out. Well, the Fool is all about a brand new leap of faith, a brand new beginning. This is about being free and open to something brand new. Let me just see if they want me to take these. It's a lot. Thank you so much. Bottom of the deck is the moon, so this is where we're going to go. This is where they're guiding me to. So, okay, so give me one moment, Leo. I just want to see. Okay, we've got 6 of coins. We've got Judgment. We've got the Wheel of Fortune. We've got the 6 of Wands and the 7 of Wands. Okay, so if you can just give me a moment, and I know you're not going to be able to see the cards very well. As I said, I'm working on an old phone, but hopefully you can still receive the message if it's meant for you. Okay. And then we have the moon. Okay. So Leo, my guides are saying that there is something that you've been hiding from yourself. There's something that has been hidden. I feel like you've been hiding something from yourself. The moon is our intuition. The moon is also a Pisces card. So maybe you're dealing with a Pisces. But the moon is our subconscious. It's what is not necessarily enlightened. Like there's no light shining on it. So it can really be what is hidden, what is behind the curtain, what is behind our actual thoughts, feelings, expressions that perhaps we're not really seeing very clearly. I'm feeling that there's something that needs to come to light here. And perhaps this is regarding your own truth of how you see yourself. The cards that you have are very powerful and very meaningful. You have a lot of major arcana. You've got, well, obviously you have the Empress because I pulled a major arcana, but you got the Fool, and you got Judgment, and the Wheel of Fortune, and then the Moon. So I think there's something you've got to forgive here with the Judgment. The Judgment card coming out. There's something that you're needing to let go of. There's something that you're needing to forgive, whether that is forgiving yourself or forgiving someone else or forgiving a situation. It's going to differ for everyone out there. We all live a different life. I feel, Leo, like you've been stuck in something for a while. It could be a long while. It could be years and years and years of a certain kind of pattern or a certain kind of relationship. But I feel like there's been something stuck. Although I don't have any cards here to represent that. That's the feeling that they are giving me, Leo. And I feel like there's this really need for you to really look at what you've maybe been hiding. Could be what someone else has been hiding. But there's been something that you haven't wanted maybe to acknowledge or see really clearly. And there is this need to actually really rip the blindfold off and really dive deep into what that is, because I think there's a need for forgiveness here. You know, Judgment can be the new purpose. It can be, rising out of the ashes, resurrection. It also can be about forgiveness. And I think that there is a need for you to really forgive yourself. I'm not sure why they're telling me that, but I think someone needs to hear that. Because I feel like when you actually allow yourself to acknowledge, places wherever it fits, okay? Because, I can't go into everyone's story, because there's many different ways that this can apply to each of us, but we'd be here for 12 hours. So, but I feel like there's this need to really look at yourself in whatever aspect, and you got to forgive yourself for it, perhaps forgive others. And when you do that, it's going to bring this renewed sense of faith, that you're going to feel free. You're going to feel a hell of a lot lighter than probably you have for a while. because my heart is feeling quite heavy right now in my chest area. And this is the new, this starts a brand new kind of chapter for you. You have the Six of Coins, which is a gorgeous card. Coins are our pentacles. It's our earth element. It represents our material world, but it also represents our internal world as far as our conscious, our belief in ourselves, our self-confidence, our self-worth. 6 is balance. 6 is what you're putting in, you are receiving. So there's some need here for you to find some kind of forgiveness so that you can have this brand new start in your life that will be very balanced and that will be very healthy. And you have the Wheel of Fortune. So the Wheel of Fortune showing up beside Judgment and showing up beside the Six of Wands. Six of Wands is recognition, recognizing within yourself. Wands are our passions, our goals, the things that light us up, the things that make us want to get up out of bed. 6, again, you've got, so it's two sixes you have here. 6 is a really nice balance. 6 of Wands is representing the fact that you can acknowledge your success thus far. You can actually be recognized for the hard work that you've put in. Because this feels very much like there is this inner battle that you've been struggling with, and maybe you haven't wanted to look at it. Maybe you haven't wanted to look at where your responsibility is lied in whatever this situation is. But I think you're about to. I think you're about to get quite strong and quite determined to really be bold enough to look at what you've been hiding. Oh, excuse me, Leo. What you've been keeping hidden, what you might be have been in denial about. And when you do that, it's like you are free. You're finally free, and you're able to start again a new way of your life. And with the Wheel of Fortune showing up, the Wheel of Fortune is, you know, depending on how it's spinning and the cards that are around it. But in this situation, this is a good omen. This is a good sign that the wheel will start to turn in your favor. And then you have the 7 of Wands. Wands, again, it is, Leo, you are represented by the element of Wands. 7 of Wands is making progress. It is moving forward in a steady, passionate direction. It also can ask you to not be too defensive. You got to remember that, you know, there, like here in this card, there's there's wands pointing at this figure here. But this figure is higher than all the wands. So even though there may be times where you feel like you need to put your defenses up, you are being reminded that you don't have to, because you are at a higher level than with the wands that are coming at you. So it is a reminder to not be too defensive as you move through this situation. This could be to do with a relationship. This could be to do with a career. This feels, it's interesting because I just did Cancers, and Cancers felt very like personal as far as like, you know, your connection with yourself, that kind of personal reading. Yours is feeling very similar like that too. It's feeling like it's not necessarily involving this person or that person or this job or that job. It's more of an internal feeling that I'm getting here. And there is this need, I feel, for someone out there that is needing to really be honest with themselves and really look at what you've been hiding yourself from and forgive yourself. Really forgive yourself. Because if you're holding on to that, or you're not really looking at everything really clearly and you feel guilt and you hold on kind of somewhere in that, in your subconscious, then you can't really be free to have this new leap of faith, to have this new beginning, to have the wheel of fortune start to really turn and work with you as you move through this. So this is feeling very much like it's just a time for you to really get very clear with yourself before we go into the autumn, if you're in the northern hemisphere, and allow the healing to begin, allow the forgiveness to come in, and you will be very surprised that you will start to see much growth in your life. This could be financial, it also could be, emotional. It could be all of those things, because you have the 6 of coins and you have the 6 of wands, 2 sixes. That's a beautiful balance. If you add that together, that's 12, which becomes a 3, which is a very powerful number. So it just feels like this is, I feel like you're holding yourself back, if that makes sense. And what is needed here is just some time for you to really be able to look at yourself clearly and acknowledge what you need to acknowledge, own what you need to own, and forgive yourself. None of us are perfect here. No one on earth is perfect. We all have our good side and we all have our bad side. We have our shadows and we have our light. It's not about trying to get rid of all of our shadows. It is about trying to acknowledge and recognize them and not allow them to keep us completely in that energy. That's how we move forward. That's how we transform. So let's pull some more clarifiers. I'm going to use my crystal deck. Thank you so much, angels and guides, loved ones, ancestors, and our divine. Can you please show me some other messages, if there are some, for our Leos for the month of August 2021? Thank you so much. One more shuffle. Yep, there we go. We're ready. This is a process. Getting really clear with oneself can be one of the most deepest transformative lessons that we can go through here. But it is for our higher good. Thank you so much. Please show me clearly what other messages are for our Leos for September 2021. As far as this reading goes, is there anything else you'd like to add? So grateful, thank you. Ooh. Okay, those just felt like they wanted to come out. Got the Fool again, Leo, on the bottom of the deck. So double confirmation that this is something that is needed. This is something that is needed to really be able to look inward and finally forgive yourself for something or a way of living, whatever that is for you, because you have this beautiful opportunity. On the bottom of this card, it says, I am guided and protected on my life journey. So even if you're fearful to really look at maybe your shadow side, know that you're protected and know that you're going to be guided and know that you will be supported, and it will help you grow in beautiful, positive ways. Oh, wow. Okay, got your card, the sun. There we have it. The sun is shining upon you, Leo. This is your card. It's showing up. And the sun lights everything up. Even the darkest of days, it lights everything up. The sun is freedom. The sun is warmth. The sun is healing. It's happiness. It's joyfulness. You have the 8 of Cups. Yes, it is time to walk away from things that no longer serve you. Perhaps the way that you're thinking, or the way that you've been thinking, or the way that you've been behaving, that you have maybe been denying to yourself. Cups are our emotion. It's our watery emotion. And I feel like once you actually are willing to really look at whatever this is that you've been hiding from yourself, it is such a liberating moment. It's going to be a liberating month for you. You're leaving that shit in the past because it doesn't have a place in your present. And it doesn't have a place in your future unless that is what you're wanting. What you think about, you bring about. So, you got to be really mindful of that. And just because if there's things we don't want to look at, that doesn't mean that they're not there. They're still there. They still have influence. It's still an energy that we carry moving forward, right? So it says, 8 of Cups on the bottom, I accept my situation without resistance. Beautiful. You have the Ace of Swords, which is a brand new way of thinking. Swords is air. I mean, you have all elements here. Aces are almost always about a brand new something. Ace of Swords is our communication, how we speak to others, how we speak to ourselves. It's our intelligence. And this is representing a brand new way of thinking, a brand new idea, a brand new way of handling how you communicate moving forward. So these are all positive cards. And then you have the Page of Wands. Love this. And and I will read on the bottom, it says, Ace of Swords, I'm ready for a breakthrough to success. Gorgeous. And then you have the Page of Wands. I'm always open to good news. Pages usually are about bringing news. Wands is your element. It is the fire again. It is, like I said, it's our creativity, it's our goals, it's all of that. So this is a page, though. It's the beginning stages. It's the beginning stages where you feel excited again. Look at that little figure on there. Look at how happy they are looking, joyful. It's gorgeous, and you've got the sun. So Leo, if this is resonating with you, you'll know inside yourself if there's something that you're not willing to look at or you haven't been yet willing to look at. A way of being, a way of living, a way of thinking, of feeling, of acting, etc. that has not been maybe to your benefit or to anyone else's. But you have to be brave enough to look at it. This is what they're saying, is you got to be brave enough to look at it and own it and accept it and forgive. Forgive yourself. If this is something to do with maybe a way you have been living your life for a while, and maybe you've been shut off or closed off for a long time, maybe you've been hurt way somewhere in the past, and maybe that has made you not so open or not so truthful. I'll put it that way. It feels like September is the month for you to start getting really truthful with yourself. This doesn't have to be anything that you need to share with anyone else. This can be a very personal journey for yourself of really looking at something that definitely feels that has really been kept hidden, but I think it's also, while it's been hidden, it's kept you stuck. And when you make this bravery of being like the Empress and being bold enough and courageous enough to look at this and to allow yourself to forgive yourself or forgive others at the same time, because I do feel like you've been wounded somewhere in the past that has made you stay hidden. Almost like there's been a mask that has been worn. And maybe you just haven't wanted to actually see your truth. Don't shoot the messenger. This is just the energy they're giving me. I mean, you have free will. You don't even have to listen to this reading if you don't want to. But you have the Fool twice. So there's something about you getting really clear and really honest with yourself. And when you do that, that is when this Wheel of Fortune, the tides change for you, Leo. And you have this new chance for freedom, for excitement, for things to be balanced, for you to have this lightness happen in your heart, to leave all the heartache, all the turmoil or the lies or whatever this is, the 8 of Cups, to leave that in the past and start again. You know, as long as we're here, we always can start again. Every minute is another opportunity to start and begin brand new. And you have the Sun here supporting you all the way through, and that is your card. So very powerful, very transformative possibility to happen for you, Leo, this month. So I hope it is, I hope this is bringing you some clarity, you know. But it looks like there's this endless possibility of good things that are waiting for you. This is all about us growing and allowing ourselves to not be caught up in the past, or not being constantly caught up in, you know, the shit side of ourselves, because we all have that. But just because that we have that doesn't mean that we can't continue to grow and bring more light into our world. Okay, so let's close this reading off with the Pearl of Wisdom for our Leos. Thank you so much, angels and guides. I am really grateful. A really powerful month, Leo, and you're a very strong energy. You can move mountains if you so choose to. One card, please, to close the reading off for our Leos, please. Thank you so much. Thank you. Reflection has come out. I'll show this card to you. We are human. Who says we have to be perfect? Is that not just, okay, that's what I've been saying, right? We all have our shadow sides. Okay, we are human. Who says we have to be perfect? Love yourself unconditionally as the angels do, and the actions and words of others will be the reflection. Your affirmation, Leo, is I am perfect as I am. Yes. We are as perfect as we can be, being in a human body, right? With our egos and all of everything that goes on here, the material world that we live in. This is a beautiful card that they are giving you, because it is summing up and closing up this reading about you just getting really honest with yourself and allowing yourself to see your imperfections and forgiving yourself. You deserve to forgive yourself. Because when you forgive yourself, then you free yourself. You know that saying is, when we know better, we do better? Yeah, that's what this reading feels like to me. When we know better, we do better, and you are going to have the opportunity to really make a change in your life for the better. Okay, Leo, I'm going to close this reading off. I thank you so much for being here. Thank you for your patience with this setup that is hopefully going to be very temporary, and but I do appreciate you being here. If there's something in here, I would love to hear a comment from you, or if you could, don't mind, like, leave a like, subscribe, all that stuff. And you know, thanks for being here and being part of, like, CJ's Soul Tribe. I love this, and I adore you guys, and let's just keep the good vibes going here. So have a beautiful month, and until next time, take care of yourself, Leo.